In today's video, we're going to have a look at the sports betting strategy that has made millions of pounds in profit for those people that are sharp enough to use it. The strategy that I'm going to talk about today is value betting. Value betting is quite simple. It means to bet a selection at odds that are greater than its true implied probability. Let me explain value betting with a theoretical example. So we've got Manchester City versus Luton Town at the weekend, and Man City are at home, and let's say that Bet365 and William Hill both boost the price of Manchester City to odds of 2.0, indicating that they have a 50% win chance in this game. Now, if you watch the Premier League, if you're aware of the level of Manchester City and aware of the level of Luton Town, you will know just instinctively that this is a great bet. Manchester City have a much greater chance of winning this game than 50%. They would normally be priced around 1.15 in this game. So they're between like 85 and 90% to win the game. However, you are getting odds of even money, which indicates 50%. So you can see there is a massive differential there between the true implied probability and the odds that the bookmaker is offering you. So taking Manchester City at odds of 2.0 would be a phenomenal value bet. Does this mean that it will win? No, Luton could definitely win the game, or it could be a draw and you would lose your bet, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this is a great bet because, like I said earlier, the true probability is much lower. When we talk about value betting, we want to put in a lot of volume. So let's say we ran that scenario 100 times, Manchester City versus Luton in 100 games. How many times do you think that Manchester City would win that game? Would it be 50% of the time? Would they only win 50% of the games? No, they're going to win 80, 90% of the games. So even though we lost that bet, we can still say that this bet has value. This is the essence of value betting. We're consistently trying to get good bets which have value, not bets which win every single time. This is impossible. No tipster, guru, whatever you want to call them, will be able to win 100% of the time. However, if we can find bets that have value consistently, then over hundreds, thousands of bets, we're going to make money in the long term. Unlike a lot of betting strategies, value betting is a proven strategy that has shown to make millions of pounds in profit for the people that have used it. Let's move on to actually finding value bets. So how do you do that? It's quite simple. We use the betting exchanges and we use sharp Asian bookmakers such as Pinnacle. So the reason that we use these as a reference point of value is because the betting exchanges are a market. They don't limit winning customers. Winning customers are allowed there, so the markets themselves are fairly efficient. And then you have Pinnacle over in Asia and other Asian bookmakers which operate in a similar way, in which they are not looking to ban winning players. They actually use winning players to make efficient lines. Whereas when you have bookmakers like Bet365, William Hill, Betfred, etc., they don't accept winning customers. They will ban you and limit you. So what we are trying to do with value betting is we're looking at the soft bookmakers, we're checking their odds, and we're comparing them with the betting exchanges and Pinnacle to see when there is value offered by the soft bookmakers. Okay, so let's have a look at actually finding value bets. So I'm going to show you how to manually do it, and this is a very simple way, an easy way of doing it, but it's not the most time effective or efficient way of doing it. So it's the international break at the moment, which means there isn't a ton of football matches on. So I've had a look at some of the lower league games, and Mansfield caught my eye. As you can see, multiple bookmakers here are offering Mansfield at odds of above 2.6. So you've got Bet365, a big bookmaker, odds of 2.6, and then pretty much every bookmaker has them above odds of 2.5. So I'm going to go over to Smarkets, which is a betting exchange very similar to Betfair. And we can have a look and we can see that there's been 22 grand matched on this market, so that's quite a lot. And you can see there's a big lump of money trying to match Mansfield at 2.5, and then you've got smaller amounts at 2.56 and 2.58. And we can also see that they've previously been matched below 2.6 for multiple stakes. So for me, this is a clear indication that Mansfield are a value bet and these odds are likely to come in. So if you had access to any of these bookmakers, backing them at odds of above 2.5, it is going to be a value bet in my opinion over the long term. So moving on to the most efficient way to do value betting, and that is by using some software which will scan multiple bookmakers, it will scan the betting exchanges, and then it will highlight when there is value being offered by the soft bookmakers. So I've used a couple of different value betting providers. So the first one I use is OddsMonkey, I've also used Rebel Betting, and I've also used TradeMate. So I'll add links to all three of them in the description below, and there are free trials for all of them so you can try them out. As well as additional discount. So let's dive into them. Alright, so the first bit of value betting software we're going to look at is with OddsMonkey. So they have a tool called OddsMatcher, and this scans bookmakers and scans betting exchanges and then throws up value betting opportunities. And OddsMonkey will cost you $29.99 a month. but you'll also get access to 0% commission deals with a few betting exchanges, and you'll also get access to some match betting software as well. So this is one of the cheaper value betting tools that you can get. TradeMate and Rebel Betting will cost you a lot more, but you can see here it's flagged up the horse national emblem with both Jeff Banks and Bet365 at odds of 15 and 17, and on BetConnect someone's trying to bet it at odds of 13 for £500, and you can see there's a tiny amount at Matchbook as well. But in general, I think that that's a horse that's going to come in and its value. And you can see that you've also got football games here as well, under 21s league. As I said, it's the international break, so there's not a lot going on. But yeah, in terms of the cheaper end of value betting software, OddsMonkey is one of the better ones. And like I say, it's got tons of bookmakers as well. So you can see here there's multiple bookmakers which are not offered with TradeMate and Rebel Betting, which is one of the reasons why I've used it for many, many years, as I've been limited from all of the big companies. So I have to start looking at some of these smaller brands, Bar One Racing, AK Bets, for example. And you can see, yeah, there's tons. And you don't just get horse racing and football. You get multiple sports. So you've got basketball, cricket, darts, esports, golf, ice hockey, rugby union, tennis. And another big thing about OddsMonkey is they also have a community. And in the community, you can find lots of really good boosted value bets as well. So like I was saying earlier, a lot of the biggest value bets you can get are actually boosted offers with the likes of Bet365, William Hill, and you see Betway boosted Lewandowski first goal scorer to 4, and it was 3.7 on the exchanges. Same with Mbappe, boosted to 4, it was 3.8 on the exchanges. You can see Vlahovic here was boosted to odds of 6, it was 5.1 on the betting exchanges. So yeah, you can get some really decent value bets with OddsMonkey. So yeah, if you're interested in OddsMonkey, like I say, I'll put a free trial below. And then if you want to continue after the free trial, you can use a code, which I'll put in below as well, which will give you 50% off your first month. Alright, so moving over to the other side of the scale, I'm going to look at the most expensive value betting software that you can get on the market, which is TradeMate. So with TradeMate, you can get their softbook version, which will highlight value bets with softbooks for £120 a month, or you can get the pro version, which will cost quite a lot. That costs £400 a month, but that will help you find value bets with sharp Asian bookmakers and the Betfair Exchange. So the big advantage of this over OddsMonkey is mainly speed. It will scan bookmakers in seconds rather than like over a minute with OddsMonkey. So when a market moves quite quickly, TradeMate will flag it up and OddsMonkey wouldn't. And also analytics, they offer a lot of analytics here on TradeMate. You can actually look at all of the bets from everyone who uses TradeMate, and you can find patterns. So I shouldn't say all the bets, but all of the data that use it. So yeah, if you want to find value bets with them, you've got the trade feed here. You can see I've got Bet365 set up, as I have some limited accounts that I can still get a small amount of money on. So just to show you an example, we've got Bet365 offering the Inter Miami Kansas game, the draw at odds of 4. And you can see the edge is 4.6 here, and the recommended stake is 55. And the odds on Pinnacle at the moment are 3.67. So yeah, I won't spend too much time on this because I've already done a review on TradeMate itself. But if you want to try it out for 2 weeks, I'll add a link in the description, and that's completely free. You don't have to put credit card details or anything like that. You can just try it out, see if it's for you. And yeah, try some expensive value betting software out for free and get your head around value betting and hopefully make a little bit of money while you try it out. In between OddsMonkey and TradeMate price-wise, you have Rebel Betting. So I don't actually have an active Rebel Betting account at the moment, but I have used them in the past, and I know that their software is very good. It's similar to TradeMate. It's probably just not as sleek as TradeMate, but it's cheaper as well, so you don't expect it to be at the same level. And they offer their starter subscription, which is £89 a month. So this is basically their subscription that focuses on soft bookmakers, and then they have their pro version where you can find value bets with the likes of Smarkets and Matchbook and a few Asian bookies as well, which will cost you £169. But they also offer a 2-week free trial, so you can test them out. So you get 2 weeks with TradeMate, you've got 2 weeks with Rebel Betting. That gives you like a month to test out value betting, and you can see if it works for you. Like, I know that value betting does work over the long term. I've been doing it for years and it's been very profitable for me, but I know that it's not for everyone, as some people can't handle the variance, as it's not a nice straight line. You don't get this upward graph that you would get with match betting or arbitrage betting. It does kind of zig and zag, but overall you will make money if you put in enough volume. Alright, that wraps up today's video on value betting. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel, as that enables me to keep making videos related to making money from the world of sports betting. And if this video has piqued your interest and you want to try out value betting, like I said previously, I would take up all the free trials that you can get on offer, see if value betting's for you. I know that the strategy works. It's been proven by hundreds of thousands of bets and data. It's all out there if you want to look. And if you're based in the US or Canada, I'll also put some alternatives in the description that you can use to use this strategy yourself.